5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is
Light.
Camera
Super.
Action. She is
Claudia.
also known as Cali, and I am.
He's Victor.
And today is Barbenheimer
Hyper
Sunday. And we're ready to watch both movies. Are you ready?
I hope so. Because, this is a double bill. Barbie's like almost 2 hours and Oppenheimer is 3 hours.
Over 3 hours.
So let's see how it goes. I hope it's as good as critics and general public said it is.
And these critics, these film pundits will give you our honest opinion
After
in about
the movies.
5 hours.
Yes. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
5 hours later.
We are back.
Yes. And this time we're going to do it different. Callie is going to talk about
Barbie.
And I will talk about
Oppenheimer.
So, here you go.
Well, it is a great movie, directed by Greta Gerwig. It is a sharp criticism about social roles between women and men, symbolized as Barbie and Ken, of course. It makes me think of how perhaps a woman feels when it's a professional or a housewife, or both. In this case, actress America Ferrera, she plays both roles in the real world, because there is the Barbie land and there's the real world. And it's very interesting the contrast between both worlds. Barbies rule Barbie land. I mean, they are presidents, they are doctors, lawyers, and there's also the original prototype. But there's also Kens. The Kens does not rule Barbie land because everything's about Barbie. Kens are like second-rate citizens, and it's so weird to see that. But then they find out that in the real world, it's all the way around. Men they have high positions, and women they're seen as professionals but housewives. So there's this like clash of the both worlds, and one world learns from the other, and they change things, and it's very interesting.
Ken called the real world the patriarchy.
It's very interesting that when Ken and Barbie went to the real world, Ken noticed that real world was more of a patriarchy, different to Barbie land. That there was more like women power, there were more women empowerment. She's perfect for that role.
Ugly.
Yeah, really, right. Even without makeup, she's perfect.
I'm kidding, Margot. You're beautiful.
Ryan Gosling, you were great as Ken, but I love Simu Liu. I mean, he was my favorite in the movie. Simu Liu, you rock as Ken. You're a great dancer. And of course, he made his martial arts moves. I was so happy. I was like, yes.
But it's not about that. He's more like a real Ken. Like he's on beach. He dances.
He dances. He challenges the original Ken a lot. Like he likes to compete.
Yes,
Like
it's
I'm better than
competition.
you, so cope with it. I love the role that Will Ferrell plays as Mattel's CEO.
Yeah.
He's
great.
so great and funny, of course, like as usual. And this part is so funny. When I saw it, I was like, oh my god, what else can I expect from this actor? He's John Cena as a merman. That was so funny. And
His name was
drinking.
Ken too.
He was a kin merman.
Oh my god.
He was a like a
So-
merkin.
I guess.
Merkin,
So
you know,
funny, so
Merkin
funny.
with a hyphen. Drinking
The
from
hyphen.
the hyphen. Drinking from a plastic bottle of beer.
But they never drink anything.
Yeah, because
In the Barbie world, yeah.
the Barbie and Ken accessories, they really don't have a content. It's all plastic.
Yeah.
It's fantastic, you know. Another thing that this movie shows is when the 70s and in the 80s how girls were so fascinated about Barbie. Perhaps girls found out
60s
in the
too.
60s too. They found Barbie like an iconic idol or something, a role model.
Role model.
I think the Barbie was almost everything to almost all girls. Not for me especially. I was more into Legos or mermaids and Dungeons and Dragons.
Don't
So,
worry,
yeah.
I wasn't into GI Joes.
So it's okay. I don't feel that bad.
I was into Major Matt Mason. He was an astronaut.
Yeah. And nowadays, how girls show this short attention span for toys. You can give them a toy and they'll play for 5 minutes and they will end up playing video games or social media or YouTube or movies.
I think girls last a lot less with their dolls than they did in the 60s, 70s, and the 80s.
Yeah.
But I think Barbie's still the most popular doll in the world.
I agree. And let me tell you something. Go to any movie theater right now and you will see a bunch of people, men and women,
Yeah.
dressed in pink. This Barbenheimer advertising has been so powerful and so creative and so straight to the point,
So interactive.
so interactive. Now you go to a place and you see the life-size Barbie box in which you can go in there and you can take a picture. In the movie theaters, the employees have pink ties.
Uh-huh. Yes,
And when they sell the candies and the beverage, the screens, they were all pink.
they did. You know what was amazing to me was that in the life-size Barbie box, I expected girls. I kind of expected teens, but there were adults and there were older ladies
Yes,
taking their pictures on the Barbie box.
and there were boys. There were men. And the idea of joining forces between Barbie and Oppenheimer, that was a clever advertising idea. It was so powerful that Barbie pushed Oppenheimer's box office results to the extreme. It was a huge success. Both movies made more than they expected.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic. I mean, that was a clever idea, and I congratulate whoever
Well,
created this concept of Barbenheimer.
Yeah.
Wow, you
Well,
got
it all
my
started-
respect.
It all started with Tom Cruise, who said he was looking forward to catching Barbie in the theater and Oppenheimer as well. It continued with Margot Robbie and Greta Gerwig, who bought tickets for both Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part 1, and for Oppenheimer.
Yes.
So it was the fact that in order to survive a too crowded summer, they needed to help each other.
They needed to join forces.
Yeah.
Also, one thing I needed to add before you talk about Oppenheimer, Greta Gerwig got her inspiration for the Barbie movie from more than 30 movies to create Barbie.
Oh,
So it was great that she was perfect in all the details they created for the movie to be perfect. The scenarios, the colors, the houses, the cars. It was all perfect. It was also Barbie style. It was so cute. Fashion design. It was so Barbie, so 80s. Even in the real world, when Barbie and Ken were having this sports attire with the neon yellow rollerblades, everyone else in California was looking at them like, oh my god, you guys are so shiny, loud, cool, yeah.
I like their cowboy outfits.
Cowboy outfit, I love him too. Well, that's all I have to say about Barbie. So now Vic is going to talk about Oppenheimer.
Another great, the word I'm looking for. Another fantastic Christopher Nolan movie. Expect this to be heavily nominated. Probably script, direction, best movie, all the actors. It's a great story. I was aware of about half of the story because I had read about the Manhattan Project. But I did not know what happened to J. Robert Oppenheimer after he and his team came up with the atomic bombs. He had been subject to a sort of inquisition, and the power struggles and the jealousies. Some of his fellow scientists, some of the people in power had schemed against him. The story about the Manhattan Project is fascinating. Matt Damon as General Leslie Groves, Cillian Murphy as J. Robert Oppenheimer, Florence Pugh as his lover, Emily Blunt as his wife Kitty, and who else? Oh my
Robert
God.
Downey Jr.
Oh my God. Oh my
Wow,
God.
he
Robert-
deserves an Oscar
I don't know if he's going to deserve an Oscar, but he deserves an Oscar
nomination.
for
I
Best
agree.
Supporting
Yes,
Actor. He was so good.
it was perfect.
He was so good. And it's great to see, to put a face to a scientist, because Edward Teller had read about him, and I had read about Fermi, the Italian scientist, and I knew about some of the going-ons, but I did not know Louis Strauss. I didn't know about him. I didn't know that he had a beef against J. Robert Oppenheimer, and how he was a real American hero was torn down.
Wow.
Not an easy thing to witness.
Nope.
But wow.
Not at all.
But the story, it's one of Christopher Nolan's best movies
I agree.
in terms of everything. The story was on point. The acting was top notch. The script was top notch. The cinematography.
Oof.
By the way, I love the plot twist in Barbie. I wouldn't be surprised if Barbie's nominated for Best Movie as well.
Okay, I hope so.
I mean, the script should be nominated,
Yes.
and the direction as well. And Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling. But Oppenheimer is probably the best movie I've seen this year, along with Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. So
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy is really good. I don't think it's on that league. I think it's really good, but
I don't know.
I think Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse and Oppenheimer and maybe Barbie are all nominees in the Best Picture category of the
Let's-
Academy Awards.
Let's see.
And Even the sound, which always Nolan seems to have a problem with, even the sound is good here. So I'd say both movies are highly recommended.
Yes, they're very recommended.
But these two film pundits love both movies.
I don't know how we survived the Barbenheimer marathon this Sunday. It was strong. It was 5 hours.
It's
too much, but
been
it was
a while.
worth it.
It's been a while since we did that.
Yeah,
hours
the
is-
double bill.
5 hours is a tough grind, but these two movies deserved it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You have anything else to add?
Well, subscribe to our channel, Lights, Camera, Super Action. Hit the like button, share our videos with everybody. Hit the bell button so that you can receive the notifications every time we upload a new video.
Whenever you say that, I think of Taco Bell.
Dun.
Exactly. Yep.
We are also on Twitter, Facebook, and Threads.
We're on Threads.
So,
This was
Lights,
Camera
Super.
Action.
See you next time.
See you soon.
Bye bye.